Hi everyone. Let's go ahead and work out this example. We're going to find the area of the region bounded by this curve y equals sine cubed of x, and the x-axis in the interval from 0 to pi. So that means we're going to set up a definite integral. You could draw a picture to have an idea how the region looks like, but that it won't be necessary in this problem. So our area is going to be the definite integral from 0 to pi, because that's what we're given, of our function. So this will be above the x-axis. If you look at the graph, sine cubed of x dx. Now to continue with the integration, we would have to use a technique that's called trigonometric integrals. So here, since my power of sine is odd, we're going to go ahead and pull out a factor of sine of x. So this will be the integral from 0 to pi sine squared of x times sine of x dx. And now I'm going to rewrite this using the identity. So recall this identity that sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x is equal to 1. You want to solve for sine squared of x, we're going to subtract cosine squared of x on both sides. So we will have sine squared of x is equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. And that's where I'm going to replace right here. So then our integrand becomes, this will be the integral from 0 to pi of 1 minus cosine square of x times sine of x dx. And now you can run a new substitution. Here, we're going to let u to be cosine. So let u to be cosine of x. Then we know du is going to be negative sine of x dx. And we have that right here. So we just pull out the negative. All right, now let's change the limit of integrations. Since this belongs to x, what will be the new limits for u, so that I don't have to come back to the variable x. So I'm going to go ahead and change them. So when x is equal to 0, well, u would be cosine of 0. Cosine of 0 is 1, so that will be our lower limit for u. And then when x is equal to pi, then u is going to be cosine of pi. Cosine of pi is negative 1. So these are our new bounds. All right, so this integral is equal to the integral from 1 to negative 1 of 1 minus u is cosine, so u squared, and negative du. So I'll put out the negative outside, then this is du, since that's what we got right here. Okay, now let's proceed. So this is equal to, using power rule of integration, this is negative integral of 1 respect to u, that's u, minus the integral of u squared respect to u, that's u to the third over 3. And now we can evaluate from negative 1 to 1. I'm sorry, I wrote them reverse. It's 1 to negative 1. Those are the limit of integrations. Okay, so now I plug them in. So I have negative, so I plug in negative 1 for u, so that's negative 1, minus negative 1 cubed, that's negative 1, so this will be positive 1/3. And then, all right, let's put extra brackets. And then minus, now I plug in the lower limit, so that would give me 1 minus plus 1/3. All right, now we simplify. So this is going to give us negative outside. So negative 1, and now this parentheses, it's irrelevant. So we don't really need that. So negative 1, that's negative 2. So this is going to be negative 2. And then 1/3 and 1/3, that's 2/3. And now we can distribute out that negative. So this will be positive 2 minus 2/3, which will give us 4/3. All right, so that is our area for this particular problem between that interval. I hope this makes sense. Take care, everyone.